Well, good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to what is my first ever stream here on Farming Simulator 19. It has arrived. We've made it. The waiting was quite difficult. It was a little bit impatient there, but we've made it all the way through. And good lord, was the wait well worth it. Welcome along, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're all doing very well. And we're going to get stuck straight into it. But before we do, as always, let's say hello to everyone who is in chat today. We have got Fred the Farmer, Farmer Dan, Riders here, Paul Sinclair, welcome along guys, how you doing? Hello to Milton, to Jim Bob, to Brian, to Aaron, KTK's here as well, Rod the Mod, welcome along, how are you doing my man? Good to hear from you. And Aaron's here as well, welcome along to all 32 of you who are currently watching in chat, hope you're doing well. But more importantly, I hope you are enjoying FS19 so far. If someone could just give me a quick heads up with the audio levels, that would be fantastic, and we'll see what we can get going. Hello to Witchy and to Gamer Dragon as well. Welcome, welcome. How are we all doing, folks? And let's just get ourselves up and indeed a rolling. Make sure I have everything. Oh, I've even got something coming through in the background there. Let's get rid of that. Properties. My display capture wasn't even captured in FS19, so there you go. Ta-da! Alright guys, how are we all doing anyway? Welcome on. Audio is great, fantastic. Dal's here as well. Welcome, welcome. I'm a little bit quiet. It's unlike me. No one ever says I'm too quiet. Okay, let's just see. We'll do that. That's shaped up. Knocked up a little touch. So, as everybody knows by now, and everybody be getting stuck into it, FS19 is in full force and ready to go, and like everyone else, we are going on it with full gusto, really. And to do that, we are on Felsburn. We started yesterday. I got a few things up and working here with the £500,000 you start with on Start From Scratch. We bought everything you can see in this picture. So the shed, lots of placeball, obviously, which we're going to discuss in a little bit more detail throughout the course of the stream. We bought the New Holland Combine, we bought this Hardy sprayer, and we got a trailer with a John Deere 6135M on the front of it, I believe. And that is me. Pretty much all there. It is now 20 to 9 in the morning. We're going to keep going here for quite a while, I do believe. And we're going to see how much we can get pushing along with. So this is me, this is how much we're going to do, and I just can't wait to really get cracking with it. There are so many features that I have kind of played with, twiddled around with, enjoyed, some things I'm still getting used to, but I think it's just going to be wonderful, and I can't wait to kind of get your thoughts on it as we progress through for the rest of the day. How are you doing, GD? What is new with yourself, sir? Hey, CD as well, welcome in, how's it going, buddy? Now, before we start, I tried a lot last night to really love this placeable system. Now, it is, in theory, it is a great idea. I think there's got some wonderful potential. It's just not quite there yet, I don't think. There is a way where you can create like a larger, pad if you like to work on, but then it's this bit. I don't like how it raises everything up quite that much, and it makes for creating like a natural feeling farm a little bit difficult. So that's what we're trying to avoid, but like here you see we've got like an entrance that kind of works, but a lot of the places there it just doesn't quite feel the same. So let me know what you think about that one, because I think it could be fantastic. It just needs to be worked on that little bit extra. Cracking on, lovely stuff, GD, good to hear. Hey Michael, welcome along, how you doing? And Aidan McEwen, welcome along. McEwen, beg your pardon, how are you doing today, sir? But all of the machines so far that I've seen and had to play around with, I think are brilliant. They really are. The level of detailing the modern Giants have gone to on this version of the game is second to none. It really is. And we're going to have a look through some of my particular favourite features as we get through this. First of all, we're going to just unfold the combine, and away we go. Perfect stuff. So yeah, like I said, we're going to get cracking on. We've got a lot to do today. We're going to get this field all combined. We're going to take on a few contract jobs to get some variation, to get some more money in, crucially as well. As you can see there, we're not doing very well for money right now, but then we've used all of our 500,000. I did actually get a small loan, so I'm technically I owe about 40,000 because I have to get a little bit more to buy the combine. And then yeah, we'll take it from there. The interiors, I must say, I think just looking brilliant. They really, really are. And then this combine in particular is, I can't wait to see how it looks as it wears a little bit more. I think that's going to be a very interesting feature. Timmy Reedy, welcome along. It depends. So to give you a bit of context, I use a GTX 1050 Ti, and I am running on high at the moment. I could probably kick it up a little bit if I want to, but I thought I'd keep it on. I'll keep it on this level now as I'm streaming. But it's, I mean, you're on high. My laptop knows it's there. It's working it, but it's doing a good job. I might play around with some of the settings to keep it on high, but like a customary high, I think. I've just started 5 minutes ago, Aiden. I'm going to be going through until Mr. Landy Kid, I think, at this stage, whenever he starts. Because Rainbow Dave, I believe, is travelling still, or on his way back, or we'll see. But yeah, he is coming back after what looked like a really interesting and fun trip out, actually. Very jealous of that. Is there an update today, Toby? As far as I'm aware, no. That being said, I have not been keeping an eye on the forums, so I'm not the best person to speak to. Look at the cutter knives on the header there. That looks fantastic. It really, really does. I got a GTX 960. The 960, you should run it there. You might find it's going to be a little bit of a struggle. It might really kind of push it a bit, but it should still run it. Maybe not on the highest settings, but you'll get some good performance out of that. So my intention is we'll bail this field up eventually. We'll get this all cleared, and then we're gonna plow this field in, but we're gonna make it a bit bigger. So we're gonna plow up some of the grass borders on it as well, I think. That seems to make sense to me. But there you go, run the game on high with no worries. That's good to know. Have you broken anything yet, GD? Seems like something you do. Oh no, Jimbo, that's unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. So I was sitting, I had it pre-ordered via Giants Direct, and I was sitting waiting for it to arrive, and then I thought, you know what? It was about 4 PM my time. The game was supposed to release at 6. I was like, do you know what? I'm going to have a cheeky try, and I'm going to pop my activation code in and see if it works, and it did, and I just jumped straight on. So, out of everyone who has the game currently, which is your best map, do you reckon? Do you prefer Ravenport or Fellsbrunn? I love this is a fairly large map. I haven't explored anywhere near all of it. I haven't been anywhere near the sawmill in the northeast corner, or anywhere down the east side, really. So, the aim for today is to get some missions over in that direction, and we'll have a bit of fun with that. But yeah, we just want to get... there go the birds. Those glorious birds. And the clouds, as you can see right now, so the clouds are looking a little bit grey actually. So we really want to get this done quickly. One of the most incredible things that I saw about it all was the manner in which the clouds at night, like you can even see the clouds moving through the sky at night there, which I think is quite something. And it's a little thing, but it's something that I just really thought was a great little touch to put in there. There we go. Hey, Mr. XJS, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Fellsbrunn? Yeah, I think I'm right. I'm agreeing with you there, Toby and Aiden. Oh, JJ, that's no good. They're usually pretty quick on delivering things like that. Not for lack of trying. I have every confidence in you, GD. Every confidence. What plow are you going to get? I don't know. At the moment there, I wanted to go for the 5-furrow Agrimaz, but then I was looking at it last night. I'll need a bigger tractor because my tractor won't pull that, so maybe that one's going to be a little bit down the way. I'll have to have a look into that one. But yeah, right now I just can't afford another machine, obviously, so we'll have to wait and see. Ideally, I would like to not have to put myself into a lot of debt, but we'll see what jobs we can do. We can see what contracts we can work on, and take it from there. Hello, Vulture Vomit. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Glenn McLaughlin, you download the 19 and 20 minutes. Yeah, I think I was about 20 minutes as well, actually. Because of the time difference here, I was downloading the pre-download yesterday early in the day, so there was less load on my internet, which is great. Oh, Joseph, no, that's no good. Do you know when the first British map will come out? I think it's going to be a while. I think I was talking to Oxygen David this morning, and he's based on some comments I was reading on the Discord server as well. He is playing around with his new map, Rookery Farm in GE, and there's going to be a lot of work to do to make it all work properly. So what that does mean is it's going to take a while, but when it comes out, it's going to be well worth the wait. I think there's going to be a lot of great features there. And one small thing that I really love is just how the engine sound dies as you zoom away and then zoom back in. Brilliant. As for any other map makers though, I don't know when they first... I was only speaking to Oxy, I don't know who else will be making a new British map for 19 or when it'll arrive, but it's... I think it's going to be a little while yet. Ooh, get around. Yeah, when you guys, I'll show you the tractor in a moment, Aiden. Absolutely. I went with what is probably my favourite John Deere, actually. I think I like the smaller John Deeres, and I like it's the M series, but I like not having a front linkage on there. I've got weights on the front. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, Matt, I was having a chat about that earlier. I was in TeamSpeak last night with Landy and a few of the other guys, and I spent 20 minutes trying to find a way to working really hard with placeables to get them to work, and there's just a few issues that, in theory, it's a great idea, but it's the way it alters the terrain. Just it needs a little bit of brush up, really. Look at the lighting here, just glorious. I mean, hats off to Giants. The base game maps, if you look at the difference between 17 and 19, with Goldcrest and let's say Felsburn, well, let's go American and American. Goldcrest and Ravenport, it's night and day difference. It's really quite something. It really is stunning. Now what we're going to do, we don't need to empty, but we're going to go and empty this out anyway, just so we can show off the mighty John Deere. Yeah, that's a terrain problem, right there. Hey, Chris Harris Gamer, welcome along. How you doing, buddy? How are we now? So there we go. We've gone for these, I think we're 6135M. Nice little size tractor, actually. It struggles to pull, won't pull a 5-furrow plough because the power requirement for the 5-furrow plough is something incredible, like 180 horse, so we might struggle there. But aside from that, it's a good little piece of kit. And that trailer is really good because that trailer is very cheap, but you can also convert it down into just a standard flatbed trailer. However, I would love to have that, but a bit bigger. We are a little bit short on like a medium-sized bale trailer, I guess. Adrian, I think a few people have had that kind of issue there. There are a few videos online now, a few tutorials to try and find a better way to, or an easier way to map your controller, so do keep an eye out for those. I think I saw Farmer Klein actually did one, so go check his out. It's a beauty, isn't it, Aiden? Really nice. Now, I actually sprayed this field with fertilizer before I harvested in an aim to try and get a little higher crop off it. I also did a contract on the field next door there and harvested all of that with one of the big John Deeres. We will look into trying to do something very similar to try and just boost up our whole income, our revenue. I want to get as much money as possible. We have that JD on the feeding wagon at home. Oh, nice, Jim Bob. There you go. I like the fact that it's got like the slightly more, well, this model has the more basic interior. Like if you look at the 6 and 7Rs, they're all like very electronic, whereas this has a slightly more basic, which I quite like. Summer farmsteads, hello and welcome. How are you doing, my friend? It's been a while since I last streamed there. I have been exceptionally busy outside of Farm Sim. So unfortunately, just wasn't quite able to stream anywhere near as much as I would like to. But it's I was always looking forward to this, keeping this week in mind. I will be streaming all week, or at least all the way through Thursday, so that'll be good. And this afternoon, I am going to be teaming up with Mr. Virtual Farmer again to get the next episode, or the first episodes of Cornbrook Contracting for FS19 recorded. So that's going to be really fantastic. Speaking of which, if Game of Dragon has returned yet, do check the usual place, GD, if you'd like to be involved. So we're very much looking forward to that. It is going to be here on Felsburn, so it's going to be fantastic to see, actually. It should be a really good, fun series. One thing I am very impressed with, very impressed with, is the way the crop will bend out the way. And not just the crop, but any foliage will bend out the way of a vehicle. I really do like that. And what I really like in particular, if I just do this, I like the way that when the header even pushes out the way. I think that's really nice. Because that means that, like, on previous versions, the second you lowered down the header, it would start to cut, even if it was mid-air, whereas it just won't happen here. It's great. Is this my favourite farm sim ever? Toby, do you know what? It's very close, and from what I've seen, it is on its way to becoming that, I think. It needs to have a few little things ironed out there, which most, early launches of the game will need to. But yeah, I think this is well on its way. And I think it gives so much option moving forward as well, which is going to be great to see. It really does give plenty of potential. Now what I'm probably going to do, we're going to turn around here. That block's looking small enough now that we can almost just leave it. And we can kind of go around. There's a big block there now, I should think. Yeah, the weather icon could have been in colour. And the only other thing that I'm frustrated about, I don't like that the machine icon in the top left corner is in the top left corner. It's always been in the bottom right corner, and I always look for it in the bottom right corner these days. So ideally it would be nice if it was back down there, but that's just something very small. I guess it's something we'll get used to. But yeah, the seat suspension is fantastic, particularly on the newer machines. If you're looking at the 6 and 7Rs, for example, or 8R even for that matter, or any of the other big equipment, when you move over like a bump, the way that the seat just flows up and down with you is fantastic. It's so well animated. Do I use a controller, Toby? Yes, I do. I've got a PlayStation 4 controller right now. I might change it out for an Xbox One controller at some point because I think that'll be a little bit more practical. But yeah, at the moment there, this'll do. And it's all I had, to be honest, so that always helps. This map is stunning. I'm really going to try over the course of this stream, once we get this harvest done, I really want to move around across the map. So we're going to try and take some contracts in different areas, just to try and freshen up a little bit. See some different sites as well, and see how it all looks. FS Legend 19, hello, welcome. Good to hear, GD. Yeah, check the usual places if you want to get involved with something later on. That's all I'll say, GD. You're more than welcome. Oh, I've took a drink of coffee there and I've messed up my line. I had a play around. I released a video this morning, kind of like a top 5 things to do on FS19. If you haven't watched it yet, do go and check that out. I played around in that with the John Deere S790 series combine, and my word, is that a fantastically good looking combine to drive. It's stunning. Really do recommend, if you've yet to see it, go and check that one out. Like the mirrors seem to be a lot sharper in here as well. I'm going to crash headfirst into my combine at this point. Hey, Luke Collop, thank you very much. That's really nice of you to say. How are you doing today? And we're going to go around here. We're just going to empty whilst we're here. I love the animation on the header. I know some combines I think have that in FS17, but yeah, to see the default combines with the animated cutter bar, that's always nice. I'm very much looking forward to see how all of these individual tractors show signs of wear and tear. As you can see in the bottom right corner there, our green indicator with the spanner is our wear. It's already starting to fall down a little bit. I wish you could open up the panels on the combine. That'd be cool. Have you got the Mahindra? Do you know what? Not on this map, but I have it on my American map that I'm playing around with. Good lord, is that a rocket ship? It flies. It's like you can get up to like 90 kilometers an hour, I think. It's crazy fast. Catch you later, Aiden. Hopefully see you in a short while. Go and get that bull move, Jim. We'll catch you in a short bit. But yeah, the Mahindra's really good. I haven't got the John Deere Gator. I haven't got the collector's edition there. But the Mahindras are really nice, actually. Good little machines to have around. And I may have accidentally drove one off a cliff on Ravenport, next to where the main farm is situated. I actually have a multiplayer server, Strikefire. My multiplayer server is courtesy of Nitrado, who very generously offered to supply me with one. Quick shout out to those guys as well. To be honest, the entire corporate contracting series has been filmed to date on a multiplayer server provided by Nitrado, and I haven't had a single problem with it. So if you guys are looking to get into multiplayer servers, I would strongly recommend you check out those guys. And I'm not just saying that because they've given me one, they do generally give you a great quality server. That being said, I do massively enjoy multiplayer. I can't wait. I've done a little bit of setting it up so far, but it's not quite ready to go yet. I need to figure out how it's going to work as well. So Strikefire, pay attention to my Discord server for that, because you may well be seeing something about that shortly. And if you are looking to get into a multiplayer server, I know LandyKid has one going as well, so do go and check him out. He got his up and working late last night. So if you want to farm with multiplayer with LandyKid, I think I might be joining on that server later on today to give him a helping hand as well. Do make sure you check that out. Paul, I think I've got both options downloaded. I was using the black one. Some farmstead, thank you very much for stopping by. Do take care, buddy. We'll catch you shortly. Okay, so we just got a short block left. That's maybe, what's that going to be, 4 or 5 passes. We'll get that wrapped up, and then we'll go and find a contract job to do. Let's see what contract jobs we have, actually. The autosave is a nice feature. I really do like that. I failed that one because I pressed start by accident. Didn't want to do that. We won't be doing that one. I like the fact that you have transport jobs now as well. I think that's really cool. Ooh, we might do that one actually. Ooh, there's a lot. It's gonna be 8 or 16, I think. And I'm tempted to do... What do you reckon, guys? Should we do field 16 or field 8? Shame can't do the paint job. Get some white paint on that one pretty quickly there, Paul. Hello, Stephen. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Oh, is that right, GD? Excellent. Field 16. Let's take that one then. Now we're going to have to lease the items, so we're going to leave that there. We'll get this one finished up, and that's where we'll move on to next, I think. Give us a chance to go and see some... where is field 16? Oh, that's quite a big one. Oh, nice, okay. So that'll give us a chance to go and see something a little bit different area of the map there. We'll drive through town, I think, in one of the machines as well, just to have a look-see. Milton, welcome in. How are you doing? I love the sound effect though. Super loud. Not so loud. Very well thought out. So hopefully what's going to happen here, if I can get the placeables to work properly as well, this is going to be my farmyard. We're going to build this up a little bit. We're going to lose half of this field, I think. Well, not quite half, maybe a quarter of it to the farm. And the rest of it will be arable land. And then ideally we're going to slowly, when we can afford to, build out onto these other 2 fields. That's the idea at least. I'm doing very well, thank you, Milton. Loving the fact that we've got the... loving the fact that we've got FS19 up and working. The wait was worth it. I was chomping at the bit, having watched all the streams across the last few weeks. I've been chomping at the bit, ready to go. And may I say as well, a huge big shout out to everybody who has been involved with this and also involved in the streams. So Simulate, Virtual Farmer, Rainbow Dave when he went out there, all of the streamers for across the German and French streams, they've done a fantastic job there. Everyone at Giants who helped them out there, I thought the production was really, really good. I know they put a lot of time into that and it looked just brilliant. Gonna have to get a voucher T2 34 as a drive one. Oh, I think so. That'd be awesome to see, yeah. But yeah, I am impressed. Like, if Giants could somehow find a way to include hedges, I know that they're limited by what they can do with hedges because of the, you know, allowing people to work every field with every machine sort of thing. But if they could figure out a way to do it, good lord, would this map look good. I think it's all it's missing. What's your favourite feature, GD, so far? Smash that like button, guys. How many likes do we have so far there? We're on 57 people, which is fantastically good. Oh, in the spirit of Virtual Farmer, fantastically awesome. There go the birds. I love the fact that not only do the birds shoot out of the crop, but they also leave, as they fly over you, you get a nice little shadow. I think that's really cool. The farming dude, no, not yet. I am playing with a PlayStation 4 controller. And I do... Have I got the C64 vision? I have not. No, Strikefire. Maybe one day. So yeah, what we'll be doing, once we get this all bailed up here, all of this land at the bottom end is just going to be left. We're not going to touch that because I found a kind of a trick way in which you can make a farm pad all one level. So we're going to try that. Probably have to unload this again. The interiors and seat suspension, yeah, I'm well with you on that one, GD. Very much with you. I agree, Paul. It would be great. I can understand why they do it and why they have to keep it fairly square, even if, you know, if we look at the fields here, you see some, if I do that, you see some that aren't quite square, they have odd shapes, but they've always got a square edge to it. And I can understand why, but it does make it a little one-dimensional. How do you connect the controller to your PC? The farming dude, I use, if you Google PlayStation PS4 controller to Windows, there is an app you can download that will do everything for you. I can't for the life of me remember what it's called, unfortunately, but it will automatically convert the connection. And then once you've done that, you plug it in and it works exactly like an Xbox One controller would. Alex Jefferson, hello, welcome along. Hello to Josh versus Zeal, welcome. How are you doing today? Nice to have you back on board. We are just finishing off the last of this little bit of wheat here. I do like the new crop icons in the bottom corner. And I do like the new HUD. The HUD looks great. I just wish that the vehicle or the implement selection was down in that corner as well. Okay, so maybe 2 more passes just to get this all buttoned up. Hopefully we'll get it all into this grain tank. Isn't it a beauty, Joseph? Just stunningly nice. Oh, the clouds are still looking a bit grey. I like the fact that it's got such a small header on it as well. It is expensive though. If you're doing a start from scratch like we are here, it is 100,000 euro, as we are in euros, but it's extortionately expensive. And the header's 35. Couldn't quite believe that. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how many more mods come out over the course of the next day or week or so. But it's nice that they've interestingly, they brought in a lot of prefab models for maps. That's interesting. I'd be very intrigued to see how that continues. We're going to move over a bit, give ourselves a little bit more to work with there. Christopher Harris, thank you ever so much. It's very kind of you to say that. I hope you do enjoy. Thanks for stopping by and checking it out. Is there a equivalent cultivator? There is. There is a very small one. So if we go... I believe there is at least. There you go. That guy there. The shop is also a fantastic feature. I absolutely love that. Like, whoever's idea it was to do the shop, you need to pat yourself in the back. That was awesome. Do you have a 6M? I have the 6M John Deere right now, the farming dude. 6M, I got the 6135. And it's doing quite well. It's the cheaper of the options. I bought this one because at some stage I am going to need a front loader, so I would be putting it onto there. And then we will be getting a secondary tractor. It's probably going to be an older one, likely either the Case Magnum or the old classic Fendt. Because I want some, it's likely probably going to be the Case because I want some higher cheap power. So we'll have a look into that one. Jim Bob, you haven't missed much. We are just getting this field all wrapped up, so we're going to split this last little bit here, and then we're all done. We'll park up this old gill, and then we'll go and we've got another contract job lined up to go with some slightly bigger equipment, and we'll go and tackle that one. But yeah, it's nice to have my only field all done, all harvested. Next purchase for the yard here would likely be a grain silo, I think. Oh, someone has subscribed. I need to make sure they come up. I missed who you were. I don't want to miss who's subscribing to me. Ah, best farmer. There you go. Welcome along, my friend. Thank you ever so much for subscribing. Hope you're doing very well. Moving away from Massey. Well, you know, I do like the quality of the Masseys in game, obviously, and they will be appearing at some stage. But thought I'd go for some of the newer machines. If I had one disappointment about the array of models, it was that there wasn't any classic Masseys or maybe newer models of Masseys, like a new S series would have been great to see. But if that's the only thing I'm disappointed about, then I can live with that. We've got a fantastic array of new models coming in here anyway, so I am more than happy to use what we have. Jack Ramsey, welcome, welcome. What's my PC specs? I am using a GTX 1050 Ti with 4 gig of RAM. I have 16 gigabyte of DDR4 RAM, and my processor is a i5-7200, I do believe. I think you're right, Jim, but for me at least the 6M is a lovely little machine. I like the bigger John Deere's, like the 7, but I do like that small little tractor. Oh, Alex, you're completely right. That old the old Case is brilliant. It's really nice. Ruben, welcome along, my friend. How are you doing today? Do you know what, Paul? I haven't tried that yet. Actually, in all honesty, I need to get onto that. I'd say do it, Alex. I don't know how hard or easy it's going to be, but you absolutely dive into that and it'll be a great experience to learn how to mod. And we are done, so we're just going to get that last little bit there. Sack the combine driver. It's terrible. I like it when you burst across the a field as well in the combine, that you bounce up and down in the seat. I really do like the seat suspension. Get this folded down. When you reckon the first UK map will be out? I would say, Jack, that we're looking... I'd be surprised if it's inside 2 months. I really would be. And credit to anyone who is able to do that. But with everything that is new, everything that is... if you look at like the new buy and land system, that's completely different to what there has been before in terms of definitions. So that's something that's got to be thought about. So it's all a new process, really. Let's just get this bit as well. There he is, Mr. Virtual Farmer, sir. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? And stop. Oh, look. Let's just get that going in. Look at how slowly the cutter knives stop. I like that a lot. That looks really good. Alright, so we'll leave that there. We do need to go and empty at some point. We need to go and empty our grain. Now it is a little bit of a drive from here to the last grain store with the highest price was Port Northwest. We might not go and take that just now. I don't think. Let's just jump into my John Deere first. Isn't that right, VF? It's just like the small little things like that. As I was just saying, one of my favourite features is without doubt the cab suspension and the cab interiors. It's just it's a small little feature that absolutely makes it. Hello Ryan Benny, welcome on buddy, how you doing today? In fact no, let's take this away, let's see if we're still looking at, has that been the best place? Oh, Port Northwest is grain elevator east, or the grain mill. Where is the grain mill? Oh, let's go. I haven't been to the grain mill yet. Let's go and have a look over there. Paul Sinclair, thank you ever so much for the £1 donation. That's very kind of you, buddy. Really do appreciate that. FS19 Ryan is wonderful. Absolutely stunning. And VF, you're correct. Cement truck. Ooh! Ooh! Don't break my new trailer. It is, I could not imagine what it's like to go back to it at all, even just like a day in, it seems crazy. Really, really does. Craig Aitchison, welcome on to the stream, buddy. I hope you're doing very well today. How are you, my friend? Abdul Akhtar's here as well. Welcome in. What does everyone who's just arrived think of FS19 so far? I like the fact that there are trucks in traffic now. Lord knows how they're going to behave, but it's nice to have them. Tractor lads here, hello, hello. Now where is this green store? Ooh. Go on this. This was nice and quick. I wish this price was higher yesterday because I never came here. Yeah, VF, as I was saying, that the small little things that really work. Tractor suspension is fantastic. Oh, I need to turn off my I need to turn off at some point my notifications. The tractor suspension's great. I really like that when you zoom away from a tractor, the engine gets quieter. I think that's a very nice little touch. Catch you later, Alex. Do enjoy. I will be on for a while, so you can always come back and join in the stream. You're on your Mac? Best Farmer, that could be the case. It depends on the process of the macking itself. Welcome back, CD. How's it going, buddy? Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to park this up down by the shed at least, and then we're going to go. We've leased some equipment down at the store to do a new contract, so we need to go and get that started, really. And we are going to be doing a Field 16, we're going to be harvesting, and that's going to be quite good because I've not done a corn harvest yet, so it'll be nice to get going with that. It's just really nice to have a very good quality John Deere selection to choose from. I think that's something that's still hasn't quite sunk in yet. Yes, we've always had John Deere mods, but they've always been of varying quality, whereas here we now have an array of really good high quality machines to play with. Amazon saying your game will be delivered on Saturday. Well, let's fingers crossed it arrives a little bit before then. Oh, very nice, CD. Do let me know how that goes. What are we doing now, Aiden? We are just going to park this up and then we're going to go and jump into our... let's just go back in the way we came. I like kind of using the same track in because the crop destruction wears down the grass there. We are going to go and park this up and then we're going to go across to the store and pick up the... I think we're using the Rostel mash actually, or the sample Rosenblue. No, it is Rostel mash. So by the magic of train travel, it seems. Nice quality, good looking train. I like the fact you can see inside the train. Looks beaten. There we go. So we have leased all this equipment. We're going to get this corn harvest done. I really want to drive the case actually. That's something I'm very much looking forward to. It's small things like the joystick there. When you change travel direction, the joystick moves sideways to move with the kind of direction lock there. Voila. So I need to go to field 16. Away we go. Do you reckon that kind of Blender export will be a while off there, CD, or do you reckon it's something that should arrive soon? You go and do that, Jimbo, that's not a problem at all. Great to have you along, and we'll still be here when you get done, hopefully. Oh, the seat suspension. Where am I going? Field 16. Whilst we're doing this, is there any part of the map that people would like to see? I can always have a wander around, show it off as much as possible. This roster match is not a bad combine actually. It looks pretty cool. Never really used this one yet. I'm gonna keep going this way. Ollie Marchant, welcome in, buddy. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing very well. Glebro Junction's here as well. Welcome, welcome. Abby Tanker and Kevin Moracross, they are really good. Good improvement. I think I think there are a lot of good things. I think there are a few bugs that they need to work out, but I think it's a fast step up for me, really. I really do like it a lot. Can you show the harbour or the beach? Yeah, sure. Farm in Latvia, what has happened? I haven't actually got into the little roster mash yet, VF. I have that. We'll have to give it like a little bit of a go. But we're going to be doing field 16 here. So what we'll do is for now, we're just going to unfold. I like the fact that there's no immediate time crunch on any of the missions. I think that's a very good little touch. It's a fair size combine as well, actually. So, which harbour are we looking at, Paul? Is it the up in the northwest or down in the south there? Hello, Mr. Simulate. Welcome along. How you doing? My favourite tractor in the new game, Craig, or in general? Because in general, it's a Massey 6480, which unfortunately we don't have yet. In the game, it's probably, this is one of my favorites. I really like this. This is glorious. First I play FS19 when I buy the Mahindra or get in a vehicle it just crashes, yet it worked this morning and my computer thinks that it's smart to uninstall. Oh no! Oh, that's not ideal. This is a monstrously big trailer. Look at the hoses. The fact in which with the dynamic hoses, it just looks so good. That's the hope, Paul. Eventually, we're going to get to the ideal. Do you know what? We're going to do something that I haven't really done yet. So, cement truck. Ooh, ooh. That went well. We're going to drive through town up to the field. Hey, Lucas Agri, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope all is going very well. We're going to take this around the corner here. Let's just have a little drive through town, shall we? I like the attention to detail they've put into the town. Because, I mean, let's be honest, how many times are you, let's say if you play for an hour, you're not going to spend a lot of your time in the town, but it's still really nice to have this feature. Oh, I'm all over the road. Oh, I mean, of course it's going to be messy. Absolutely. This is really nice, actually. Oh lord, that's what happens when you don't pay much attention, folks. That, in my defense, Joseph, that lorry came out of nowhere. I'm doing very well, thank you, Lucas. Very well indeed. Okay, so let's go. Were you streaming this morning, Simulate? Oh no, Rod, that's gonna take some figuring out. I think there's so much to learn about the changes Giants have made to their maps. Ah, I see. I didn't think you were. We've got 70 people in here. Welcome along, everybody. If you've yet to do so, please do hit that like button. Share the stream around. Let's see if we can get some more people in here to enjoy the start of the stream. Why the heck not? The start of FS19. I went the wrong way. Oh well. So I think when we can afford to, we're going to jump into trying to buy a tractor like this. Some kind of cheaper, big power, I think is what we need. Because yeah, this is just a little bit too small. Why can't I go right here? We're going right. We're going left, sorry. Left, 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 left. Geraldine, welcome along. How are you doing today? Like when you think back to Goldcrest Valley was a step up even, and that wasn't anything incredible. But yeah, these maps are just stunningly good. Really, really are. Come on. Very risky maneuver, but we're going for it. Multiplayer's running smoother. That's awesome to know, Best Farmer. That's great to hear. Hey Adam, welcome along. New PC required. if you get a new PC, yeah, it's going to look fantastic. The graphics will be awesomely good, I think. And stop. We'll just actually swing this around here. I think that's the worst thing you could have said to poor Simulator VF. By the way, my character is keeping his sunglasses on at all times. Come rain or shine, they'll be stay on. Thank you, Geraldine. I really do appreciate that. Oh, we're into the sunflowers even. There you go. And I'm missing them all. Daryl, thank you ever so much for subscribing, my friend. Welcome along to Simulation for the Nation. Hey, Wolf the Bay, welcome in. I have got a John Deere 6135M at the moment. But right now we have rented a, or at least a Case Maxim, or Magnum, sorry, to get this contract job finished. Jeez, this feels bigger than I thought. We might do a few different contracts, so we might get half this one done, then leave it, I think. I really appreciate that, Daryl. Thank you ever so much. Welcome to Simulation for the Nation. If, like Daryl, if you've yet to do so, please do hit that subscribe button. Join Simulation for the Nation. It really does help a lot. There you go, Jim Bob. Sit yourself back down, get a cup of tea. Sky is looking like the clouds are slowly building, actually. They're looking a little bit grey there, but nothing too threatening. When I fast forwarded through the night there, I sat in one spot and I just watched the clouds move past. It's really incredible to see. Oh, Craig, Nightbot won't like you. Seems like the limit might be 4 tractors, I think. Or maybe 3. I like the fact that when you try and do other work, the message is like, no, you can only do this field with this tractor. That's very good. And also what's great is, so you see we've started the field here, you come back into contracts, yes, you're all the same, and it gives me a little progress bar of how much I've done, which I think is awesome. I do really like that. Farm in Latvia, that's odd. I'm really not sure about that, actually. Starting from scratch is perfect, actually. It works really well, Jeff. I totally agree. And if you put the work in there, it doesn't take too long to build up to a, you know, a fleet of machines that you want in the first place anyway. Oh, that's awesome, Geraldine. That's great to hear. Thank you very much. Glad you are enjoying them. Trying to figure out how and when we're going to start with some new series here on FS19 if we need to wait a little while. Of course, now the FS here, as well as I mentioned earlier, I shall reiterate it. Cornbrook Contracting will be coming back very soon. It's going to be the guys are on kind of a little holiday, really, I guess. But yeah, it is going to be coming back, and we will be recording this week with an ID to come out this weekend. So do keep an eye out for that one. Speaking of which, VF, when I get off my stream here, I will message you about that. Because we're almost ready to go. I wonder how much it would cost me if I bought the hired worker in to do this. I'm thinking quite a lot. The boys are back in town. If only we could use that music for the intro. That'd be perfect. Keep the F away from cotton harvesters. Ha! Noted. As long as it's on his end, I don't particularly mind. If it's on my end, then we've got a problem. I don't want to be editing anything like that down. Here's a question for you two though. Can you plant cotton on the European map? I'm sure you can. You should do a series on Train Simulator. I've actually got Train Simulator World downloaded on my machine. I do like that. I use it quite a lot just to kind of relax to. I might well get an episode or two up on that one of these days. I might, just so we get a little bit of variation in here, I might take off the headlands and then leave hired worker to get cracking for a little bit. Not going to make us a lot of money, that's the one thing I've got to be conscious of. Need a decent mod map now? I agree with you, I think it would be great to get one. I do like these maps, it'd be awesome to get like a... Oxygen David's new map looks fantastic, it looks like it's going to be stunning, so it'd be really nice to see how that comes along. Oh, 18 or 19. Oh, I haven't actually tried that one yet. I'll be honest, Daryl. Yeah, let's just we're going to get the ends off here. And then we'll do the ends at the other end. I know it's not going to be very ideal for us to make a lot of money, but we'll pass this off to the hired worker for a little while. I had a good long look around Ravenport last night on the Mahindra as I was trying to test a few things out, and it's a good looking map. There's some of the detail on that map is really nice. Oh, is it simulate? Interesting. I don't think I'll be downloading that one though. Be really nice on the American maps as well if the train was like a full length American train. That'd be kind of cool to see. And I did see the Agrostar, and that little Agrostar looks pretty darn cool. It's looking pretty nifty. Hello Dan, BTLR, welcome back along my friend, how are you doing today? Nice to have you on board. That little case combine from the pictures as well looked really good. Like it looks very good in this in 19. No, the Agrostar. I know, you bring in all these fancy new big John Deeres and Simulate still likes his Agrostar. There's no helping some people. I do like how those sunflowers are kind of bending down into the feeder, that's really good. Just love anything from 13. Hey Jonathan, thank you very much. Glad to hear it, my friend. So what is everyone who is in here, what are your favourite features? I'm sure everyone has individually different ideas, but yeah, I'd love to know what you're all enjoying or what you've been doing the most of so far. That's probably fair to say. And I love on the joystick here, the faster you start to go in any direction, the further the stick is pushed forward or backwards. I think that's really good. Sleeping. The birds look really good, actually. I would agree with you. Donegal Gamer, welcome along, my friend. How are you doing today? Nice to have you on board. Hope all is well. Welcome to Fellsbrunn. Fellsbrunn? How am I going to say it? Or should I say fantastic? I feel like that's been said a little bit. Can't remember who by. The Irish Gamer, hello, welcome in. How are you doing today? Speaking of Irish gamers, I do believe is Rainbow Dave home yet, Sim? Is he nearly home? I've been looking at settings to sort the lag most. Oh, hopefully you get that sorted, that should be good. I'm playing Ravenport about to spread a line on the fields, very nice. EJ, welcome along, how you doing? Good to have you back. I really didn't notice until they have told me. I've not heard from Dave. Given how long his whole day of travel is, I'm not sure anyone will hear from him. Rumbo Dave. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this get to the end here. We'll go into. We'll make sure we get the ends. We're going to take 2 more passes off the end here, and then we'll set the hide worker up for a little bit just so we can get cracking. Empty the tank first, I think. Yeah, I don't know what's quite going on with the setting up of peripherals, but it doesn't seem like it's gone all that well. I'm sure that'll get fixed though. Oh, look at the way that sunflower just bent out of the way. Glorious. Timer, we are on 10 to 2 in game. Michael, welcome along. How you doing? Yeah, I figured as much there, yeah. There are mods on the mod hub in the PC version. There are indeed, there's a handful of them. There's also some great looking prefab models for any map builders out there. So do go and check those out. So we'll take one more headland off here. Should give the old beast plenty of turning space at this end. What I would like to do is avoid allowing the hide worker to crash straight into my tractor at the end there. That would be preferable. Anyone know why my additional tank won't fill? Is that a seed tank you're talking about there? Dan, I have yet to see that actually, no. If you would like to, you can post a link to that in my Discord. By all means, just drop the there's a pictures section in there. Drop it into there for everyone to see. You're more than welcome to. Seed tank from Lincoln, interesting. We might even get all of this into one trailer. That would be pretty sweet. Not have to worry about coming backwards and forwards too much. Are you going to use the plane mod? No. What is the plane mod? I think for that particular one, Wolf the Bay, the pipes actually go underneath the tractor. Because we had this very same discussion on a Facebook chat, Simulate VF and myself in a group, and I think if you look closely, they should go underneath. Okay, so hired worker is now doing his thing. My money is now plummeting. However, what I might well do it. No worries, Jim Bob, catch you all later. I like the Deutz on the motor. It's a lovely little machine. You are welcome to join Simulate's Deutz Agrotron Appreciation Society. Still can't fill the tank? Have you made sure that you're selecting the right tank on the front there? Let's just get this bit taken out. Why wouldn't it squash my crop? It just bends out the way. Massey6495, welcome along, my friend. How you doing? Okay, so let's do this thing there. We can just jump back over. Got a little bit more grain in here, which we'll get out. Karen George, welcome into the stream. How are you doing today? I need to figure out how I'm going to bail this. We will. There's quite a lot of straw in here. I might just do Lisa square baler, but it's probably going to be a little bit expensive to figure that one out. But the good news, at least, is we're done with our combine for now, so we get that parked up in the shed. Likewise for the header trailer. I would say that's the wrong way, and it is. I can't believe Farm and Simulator 19 is finally out. I know, right? The wait is over. It seems like forever and a day ago when the first Gamesplay, or the Gamescom trailer was released. It seems like ages ago. You were trying to fill the seed with fertilizer tank. Ah! Yeah, that's probably why it wouldn't work there. That might do it. Just a hunch. Lord. No problem, Karen. We'll see you shortly. Get this parked away here for now. I completely agree, VF. Yeah, it is far and above what I ever thought it would be, so that's great to see. Let's see if the prices have changed at all. Still the green though. It could have. I don't think it could have been any. With everything they were bringing in there, it is. I never expected it to be this good. Yes, there are a few things that need to be adjusted and tweaked with still, but I know that they'll be on that. So that's always great to see that that'll get kind of amended. Is that your own 6M? It is indeed. So I am on Start From Scratch, as you can all probably recognize, and this is one of the first things I bought. I own the combine that you just saw. I own this tractor and trailer, and a sprayer so I can do some contract jobs, and that's about it. Your case is still out. There you go, Wolf the Bay. Which features are you referring to then, Mr. Simulator? Just gonna swing into you. We'll get this sold. I don't want to keep hired worker on too long because look at my money just dripping away there. Oh yeah, no, that's definitely good there, Simulate. That works out really well. There's an awful lot of cement trucks driving around this place. What are they building? And they're all driving around very slowly. Come on! What map is this, Michael? This is Felsbrunn. This is the European map from Giants. One of the two brand new ones. Simulate reliably informed us earlier that Estancia Lapacho is out now as well, so if that was a favourite of yours, you can go and have a play around there. I think the main issue I had with the placeables was the terrain, so it's nice that you have that ability to adjust that a little bit. So what we're going to be doing, or looking to do at least, is continuing the yard at the current level. And what you can do is, if you weren't aware of this, if you buy a placeable, let's take this shed for example, you can then sell this placeable and the terrain stays at the same level. And then you could place one right next door to it and it'll stay at the exact same level again. So that's something you can do to kind of create like a pad to work with. Well, you know, there might be someone out there. I don't think anyone in this stream right now, but you never know. Let's just leave you there for now, out of the way. Get this kicked into here. Oh, that's a bit of a bounce. That's quite the terrain jump there. That will be something we need to look into. Okay, so we'll leave that there. That is a lovely little John Deere. Very, very nice indeed. What I may also do as well, just to save a little bit of money when I need a bigger tractor, is just convert this one up, because this one has you can get up to 6155, I think, so I can get a bit of a boost there. Let's just tab back through and see how the hired work is coming along. Oh, we're getting there. It can't be too long, right? Oh, look at this. Oh. It really can't be too long until oh, I left it over here, didn't I? Until GE arrives, you would think. Very simple cab layout. Catch you later, Michael. I don't think it's been officially released. I'm not sure, VF. I didn't think it had, at least. Super Lewis 10, welcome into the stream. How are you doing today? Nice to have you on board. Hope all is well. Have you been able to download and play FS19 yet? Might be because let's see. There you go, Paul. There's a bit of tractor sound. How long am I streaming for, Jonathan? It is now. I'll be going for at least another hour, I should think, minimum. Intention was to go through until Landy came in, whenever he's going to start, but we shall see. Maybe one day soon, Super Lewis. Oh, nice, Dan. Well, that'll be good. Good for you tomorrow, though. Look at the sunlight bouncing off that trailer. That is glorious. The lighting on this new version is stunning. It's really, really something special. And then what I found as well, when you place down like a building, when you see the sunlight glint off the top of the building, that's really quite incredible to see. Nice changes to head tracking too. Oh, nice. I don't have a head tracking unit sadly, but maybe one day. Am I going to make a dedicated server? Dan, I have one at the moment. It is being used for a few different things. But yeah, you never know. Keep an eye on it. I might mix it up now and again, but we shall see. To keep an eye on that, the best thing to do is sign into my, or join my Discord page. And you should be able to come along and join the ride if it does happen. The link should be in the description still for my Discord page, so you can always join in when you want. How far through have they got here? Not quite halfway. What's the contract say that we're doing? 40%, it's getting there. Now, whilst, oh, you can carry on. Whilst it's doing that, we have a lot of straw that we need to bale. I don't think there's going to be any way I can do this without it costing a lot of money. That would be £4,000 or euros to lease. And that I don't have enough horsepower for. Well, it looks like it's going to be the old round baler then. What does that require? No, 70. Easy. Let's go wide. Looks much better with wide. It does go a little bit quieter when you pan out there, David. It might go a little bit too quiet too quickly, perhaps. But it definitely does do it, so I'll show you. Get to about there and it's a little bit quiet, I suppose. Hey Daniel, welcome on. I started with 500,000, which is the amount you start with when you're on start from scratch. Where's my... all of those two tractors there are not mine, they are leased for the purpose of the contract. This is my only tractor, the John Deere. And we're actually going to go and pick up the baler that we've just leased, so we can get this baling started at the very minimum. If I had one configuration I'd like on this tractor, it would be a beacon. Just missing the beacon. But yeah, so I had 500,000, I bought a block of land, I bought a shed, and I've purchased a combine and this tractor and trailer, so that was pretty much it. Everything else I'm going to have to try and find a way to couple together the money, but we'll find a way to do that, I'm sure. A lot of contract work, no doubt. Literally played 10 minutes and had to leave. Oh, that's disappointing. Hey, Farming Man, I actually don't use a wheel. I am on a PS4 controller. VF and Simulator, if they're still in here, have both set up their wheels and tackled some of the issues, so they might be able to point you in the right direction. What's the hoses look like in the back here? Nice little hose configuration. I like that a lot. Thank you, Super Lewis, I really appreciate that. If you've yet to do so, do smash that like button for the stream. Really do appreciate it, helps it go a long way. How many likes do we have at the moment actually? We've got 52 people in here, let's see if we can get above 50 likes. That's a good number. Welcome back, Toby. Nice to have you back on board. Start right here then. Yeah, you can tell that I put the shed down before I really thought about what I was doing here. That's less than ideal baling. Excellent, Wills Bulls. Good to hear. Hope you do enjoy it. Let's see if I can drop my bales here. How do I like it, Will? I love it. From what I've seen so far, there are a few small issues that need to be kind of tweaked, but it's great. everything I thought would be, and a little bit more, to be honest. There you go, Toby. Enjoy it. Absolutely. It's going to be... Go in there, and if it's your first time and you're not taking it too seriously, go in there and try and get like a game with as much money as possible and just buy all the nice looking equipment. Have a play around with it. We're filling up pretty quickly here. Going to have quite a bit of straw off here, actually. By the time we get all of this field built, it's going to be a mountain. I don't know quite how we're going to cart these in yet. Might have to stay out along this edge for a little bit. No, I think we'll just dump these about here. Alright, so we've got this kind of little bit done down here. The hired worker is cruising through that field. It cost me a lot of money actually, so we'll probably go and take over from him. And then we can always come back and finish this baling off at a later point there, because yeah, there's no point in him doing too much of that work, because otherwise I'll get paid nothing, and that's not the point here. Welcome back, Karen. There we go. Evan, welcome into the stream. How are you doing this evening? F40 Gamer, that was a John Deere 6135M. So that was the smallest of the John Deere range. And it is without the front loader on yet, because I couldn't afford it. It's got the front weights on it, and it's a nice little size tractor actually for doing a lot of smaller work. Works along without any problems at all. Can you buy the Case Maximum series? The one over there. That is not mine, that is hired, but I would probably be looking into that case at some point when I can afford it. Doing very well, thank you, Evan. Very well indeed. GPS would be nice to have, just so you can get some nice stripes going in the field here. It shouldn't take us too much longer to do, and then we'll get this finally all buttoned up all the way. You got the 6R, damn, that's a good choice actually. No worries, VF, catch you in a little while. Where's the John Deere S700 and the Man 2 Arctic loader in the game? Couldn't find it. Let's have a look, shall we? The S700 should just be right there. Looks fantastic. Really, really does. Alas, I can't afford it. And the Arctic loader should be just under telehandlers. Right there. Let me know if you're able to find them or not, EJ, because that would be weird. Yeah, one of my other absolute favourite features is the way in which that the crops bend when you drive over them. It really is something special. It's something so small that it's so real, it provides so much immersion. Karen, at the moment I can't afford to buy anything. I've got 16,000 euros, so no, sadly. Can I look at the smaller JD Combine? Yeah, sure. I actually used this on a mission last night there, and it is really nice. Particularly if you can beef up the tires, but then stick some tracks on it. Looks really good with tracks, actually. The level of detail they put into this, though, is great. Really do like that. Yo, Farmer Klein, what's going on, buddy? How are you today? Oh, RL farming videos, that's a good question. Could well be, EJ, that could be it. Download that one first, because they should be there. You know what the symbol for oats are? I do know what the symbol for oats are. Symbol for oats is the third one along, it's this guy here. That's the one you want to look into. And the second you were talking about RL farming videos. It's this one here, I do believe, steer and back speed. So you can change it, you can have it all the way up to the top, or you can have it somewhere in the middle. That is the one I think you're referring to. Yep, quite as EJ says there, we'll just press the letter P and you are good to go. If you're on console, I think you press the share button on the PlayStation. What do you think of 19, Farmer Klein? Hey, the boy up the road from Jim's house, how we doing? Oh, nice. Happy days. Get that fired up then. What are the lights like on this guy? What's your favourite feature on it so far, FK? There's a lot to like about this game. There really is for me. Jan Eric Zima, welcome along. I hope I haven't mispronounced your name. Thank you ever so much for subscribing, my friend. Welcome to Simulation for the Nation. Just installed now, 81%. There you go. I feel so sorry for people who are downloading it from either Giants or Steam and had a very low internet speed. It's equivalent to a form of torture, I think. What's my favourite tractor? Will's in game? It's a toss up. I really like that case over there. I really like that case. But I also really like the 6M series John Deere. In real life though, it would be a Massey. You've been playing the game now for 10 years. Wow, there you go. I've missed a lot of sunflowers here. Ah well. You're working on iPads, that's pretty cool. If you want them. Oh, I need to stop looking what I'm doing. Yeah, I agree, FK, that's really good actually. The one thing I'm struggling with right now is not having drive control, because every time I go forward, like every time I get to a point where I'm turning around, I press the button for drive control and it doesn't work, obviously. That's cool, Karen. But yeah, Look at that case, that's really nice. I look forward to getting that big case onto some cultivation work, I think. I need to buy one first, of course, but that'd be pretty cool. Alright then, so in theory it shouldn't take us much longer to get this little field all done. Where do we stand if we look in the contract? We're over 50% now, which is great. Oh yeah, that's true, GD. It has great potential. I think they just need to iron out the last few little kinks to the whole system, really, in my mind. What mods are there? Wills, if you check out the Farming Simulator's website, there's a handful of the Deutsche Agrotron has made it back, which is always great to see. As has the case combine from last week, or last FS17. Sorry, that is available. Oh well, there you go, EJ. Great machine. I've made a mess. I've butchered the straight line the GPS had going. Absolutely butchered it. And what I think we shall do, we'll get back down to the other end. We're going to, even though that it doesn't need to be done, we'll probably just go and empty the grain tank on, or the trailer. It does indeed, Karen. Yeah, if I do this, it gets nice and quiet, and then bring it back in, and boom! And yeah, we will get this emptied out, but then we'll go and, just to keep it a bit different, we'll go and drive that case down to empty the cart. The great thing about the mission system is that we don't need to actively complete everything straight away, which gives us a little bit more time, and more importantly, a bit of freedom in which to complete it. Because I don't want, this is still going to take a little while, so I don't want to look at you all here doing the exact same job time after time. So we're going to get that baling finished up, I think. Whilst we're releasing the baler, we want to get that done nice and quickly. Oh no. Looking forward to actually getting some animals on here. It would be great. I like the placeable cattle pens or livestock pens at the moment, but it would be great to get some different styles of those, I think. Really would like, just to get a little bit of variation there. If we got those in, that'd be great to see how they would fit, and I really want to build up the yard, but as it stands right now, I can't afford any of that anyway, so we'll have to just wait and see. Oh, and a steering wheel as well, Karen. Hey, that'd be really good. There goes our little train again. Dan, that'd be great. I think that's what we'd all like to see. The more with contracts than on my own. Oh, nice, James. Hey, that's good work. Contracts are the best way I think you can drum up money, so it's definitely worth doing. And it's amazing that even when you finish this field, let's say all this was harvested, there's still a lot to do in terms of, like, you're nowhere near finished the contract until you sell off all of the grain. Which is a nice touch there. Unlike FS17 where you had this one combine that had an infinite grain tank and then you just went until you got to like 99% complete. It's always a bit of a disappointment. But we're going to take this... Oh, stop. We're going to take this case out on the road. And looking forward to seeing how it all pans out, really. Let's do that. I do like the field info. That, to me, is very similar to soil mod. I really like that. Soil mod and game extension combined for me. Where are we taking this to? Oh, heading south. Catch you later, GD. Have a good one, my friend. Hey, DC Styles, welcome along. How you doing, buddy? Nice to have you on board. I am loving everything about FS19 so far, DC. It is wonderful. There's so much. There are a few little things that need to be ironed out there, but the improvement to the game features is just incomparable, really. I think it's great. I really, really do. Some of the machines are incredibly well detailed. I love the fact that we've got classic machines in. I'll just scrape the corner of that car off. Never mind. I love the fact there's classic machines. I love the fact we've got such an array. Bringing John Deere in is just brilliant. Really, really good. What do you think? Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that one. If you have yet to do so, please do hit that like button and subscribe to Simulation Fold Nation. It really does help a lot with the YouTube algorithms and pushing everything out there and making everything a little bit more successful, really, I think. Where are we going with this? Oh, we're going into there, so we need to take the next turn. Oh, there's our little turn. I think. Probably gonna go that way. It's weird when you get into a brand new map, like a new Giants map, and you don't know your way around. Oh, that was it as well. I've got to go up there? Surely not. Well, this is tight, folks. There we go. Really nice detailed trailer, this one, actually. Look at the undercarriage of it. %, transported from field 16. There we go, we're getting there. Now how do we get out? I assume we're this way. Okay. Cool. Hey, Il Pro, welcome along. How you doing? Welcome into the stream. Hope all is well, my friend. Cement truck again. Ooh. Ollie Merchant, welcome back. How's it going, buddy? Just from some of the FS19 tractors have big steering wheels. Yeah, some of them probably do actually a little bit. That cotton harvester is not quick. Definitely not. If you want to take on those kind of jobs, a low loader is essential to get that thing up there in time. Okay, so we're making progress through that little field there. We are going to leave that for now. I'm going to come back and finish that one off later because I have list the baler and I want to get all that baling work done and return that baler as quickly as possible. Because that is going to be costing me a lot of money. Need to think about how I'm going to store and cart those bales in at some stage. Let's just swing this into here for now though. Not a great deal left there at all to do. We'll certainly get that all done pretty quickly, but we'll just go and finish up some baling first, I think. How are you about that? So this, for anyone who's just joined, this is my tractor. This is the only one that I bought. 6135M, and it is going to be the main workhorse for me for quite some time. Where am I from? Originally I am British, I now live in Canada though. Let's do that, shall we? We have got 50 people in here. If you've yet to do so, hit that like button and also drop a comment down below with where you are watching from as well. Let's see where everybody is in the world today. It's a nice little configuration, this. It's a good setup. I was not Karen. No, that's on the other side of the coast to me. I think an awful lot of bales off this field. It's not even a particularly large field. It's a nice little setup though, I really like that. DC's from Ireland. Farmstead is in Sweden. Welcome, that's awesome. Whereabouts in Sweden? Jason Hill's from Earth. Nice. I should hope so. Karen's up in Scotland. Shane, that's awesome news. You won't regret it as soon as it's downloaded, that's for sure. Rest in peace, farmstead 17. It's looking that way. It is. That was a great game though. It really was, and it's, you know, they've just taken some of the greatest things out of FS 17 and then made it standard in 19, which is just wonderful to see. It annoys me that we have a flashing beacon on the baler and not one on the tractor. Oh, we're full. That's too long. Andrew Waddle, welcome. How are you doing, my friend? Nice to have you on board. What are you thinking of FS19 so far? We'll get that headland. We'll take another round off there. Get all this tightened up first, though. As I was mentioning earlier on, it is my aim, once we get this field cleared, to plough it up and then extend the borders of the field a little bit, so we have a little bit more land to work with. That's a good idea. Missed a bit, that's terrible. Good things, excellent. I am indeed, Andrew. Yeah, it's really, really good. Very much this. I haven't found anything I dislike. There are a few things that I think could be improved a little bit, mainly the placeable system, but it's not that I dislike it. It just needs a bit of a brush up, really. I would say. It's everything I thought would be in a little bit more, to be honest. It really, really is. Through that last little bit there. Game on 83%. Slow and steady wins the race. The boy up the road. Been watching Dagger, Landy, Rainbow, VF, Simulate, Brad, and Mr. Moose and all those for years. Mr. You're the best. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you indeed. You've put me in quite a high category there. Large, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you back on board. Everything is glorious here, isn't it? Really good game. I was a little bit upset by that as well, actually. I saw that last night when I did a contract, and I thought, oh, if that straw's going to stay down there. I wonder though if you can bring in like follow me when that script eventually comes around. If you could incorporate that into it somehow, that's maybe worth thinking about, but I don't know. It would be nice if you had a Baling contract to follow up with. The track Fenton and track John Deere, they look really good though, to be honest. They look fantastic machines. I have to think how many bales we're going to have here by the time we get this finished. Exactly, Andrea. If you could have got this all baled up quickly behind the combine and follow me, that would have been a nice little bit of extra cash. And to be fair though, it's something I never tried yesterday. Once I have enough money to have a baler around, I'll do a combine job and then I'll bring the baler in before I finish to see how it all goes. Nope, full again. I think we've got two more full headlands to do, and then we'll be done with this. It's a shame this wouldn't have been quite big enough to power a square baler. I'll just sped the operation up a little bit. I'm also going to have to wait to see if the when this, I believe this week Giant's going to release the round bale autoloader, because that'll be pretty easy and a bit of a swifter way to get this all stacked up. Because yeah, there's going to be a lot of bales here. So we are on ×5 speed right now. What we're going to be doing is we'll probably go until dusk, and then we'll see how we're looking there. But that's going to keep us going for a little bit longer. Karen's most excited for case max of 154 and 7R. Good choice of tractors though, Karen. But on lads, we are on Felsbrunn. We are on the European map here. And tomorrow, mate, we'll come back and I've got an American map version started, but we're going big, so we've got a lot of big equipment on there. So we might well come back and do that in a little while. Let's get this shoved over here. This is field 11. I actually did field 13 as a contract though, Andrew, but you're not far off wrong there. Once you get these headlands broken, it won't take us too long to get the rest of it done at all. I imagine he's a little bit busy there, Karen. He will. Give him time. I'm looking forward to building a fleet around this John Deere though. I'd like to bring in a couple more tractors maybe. We're going to have to get a lot of fields first up before we can think about doing that. The order in which we do things might be get one more field, then a tractor, then look into animals where possible. Look at him just bobbing up and down in his suspension on his seat there. I really do like that. The sheep pasture didn't work for you earlier? Oh, that's disappointing. Hey Callum, welcome along. If you ordered it before release, should have come on the day. It depends where from and their kind of stock control, I guess. If they had plenty of copies in, then yes, you should have got it earlier. Sometimes Amazon will even distribute it way before, like a couple of days before the release. So it all kind of depends, really. Were you trying to place the sheep pasture on an area of ground that you own, Barn Lodge? Because it will prevent you from doing it if you don't own the field first. Ah, very nice, Karen. That's really weird, Barnard. That's very peculiar. So I'm going to stick this bale out of the way in the corner here, because inevitably I'll crash into it if I don't. Alright then, look at that, the time is just, come up to 6 PM here. What I think we're going to do, I'm going to get down to the bottom of the headland here, and I think we will call it a day. We've been going for about 2 hours here now, so it's, my voice is starting to go a little bit. So what we shall do, I've just extended field 20, thinking of putting oats in. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm definitely going to be ploughing out this field and extending it a little bit. Oh, full again. I think it's always a good idea. But yeah, once we get to the bottom and finishing this headland off, we'll call it a day here, folks, and then we'll get everything kind of tied up on there. I'll do all the off-camera work, and we'll see how we're looking for tomorrow's stream. Question for everyone who is still in chat: would you like to have a stream on Felsburn tomorrow, or on the American map with big equipment? What would you prefer to see? Callum, you should get it hopefully very soon then. It's good things come to those who wait though, Callum. It'll be well worth the wait when it arrives. Trust me on that one. Look at the power takeoff of Rattling. That's really cool. But do I play FS19 on Karen? I play on PC. And then we'll just tidy up around here. Hopefully that'll give us enough. One last bale. There you go. Reese wants to see us back on Europe tomorrow. Excellent. Can I buy a Valtra? Miriam, I could have had any money. I've literally not made to buy anything. Ravenport, but not had a chance to play the big toys yet. Interesting. What I would say to that is keep an eye out on Landy's stream later on today, because I think he is doing exactly that. So that's definitely worthwhile. Harry New Holland, thank you ever so much for subscribing, and welcome along to Simulation for the Nation. Glad to have you on board. We are going to leave this here. Massive V Boy, welcome along. This game is pure brilliance. You are not wrong at all. I absolutely wholeheartedly agree with you there. So, like I say, we need to sort out the train there for that place, but that's something we can do later on down the line. I'm going to leave this here for now though, folks. Thank you ever so much for watching, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Simulation for the Nation for more. We will be coming back with another live stream tomorrow, and we'll see what's going on. So until then though, have a great rest of your day. Do enjoy FS19 for all it's worth. We will see you later down the line. So until then, have a great Tuesday. Keep an eye on YouTube, because there'll be plenty of other people, including Landy Kid, coming up in the next hour or so. And then I shall probably see you in the chat rooms later on. So have a great rest of the day. We'll see you all later.